Yes, it certainly is. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 and thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for making your Wednesday, the 24th day of January, a part of my Wednesday, the 24th of January, 2018, here on the south coast of British Columbia. This is it for me. This is 8 hours. I have 8 hours remaining in my 44th year on planet Earth. I'll be starting my 45th rotation tomorrow, and we'll talk more about that in just a couple of minutes. Just let me close this window. That felt really good to hear that song and to actually be able to come back out and continue on. This is going to be a fun 30 minutes or a bit longer. I have some things I just want to talk about, some current events and other things that have been wired into my brain in the last few days. So just let me refresh my MattTv Facebook page, and we are off to the races, so I can see the comments, and we'll go from there. So I want to have some fun here tonight. I really want to have some fun. It's exactly what I need. I just need laughter back. We all need laughter. When it's absent for a while, it's definitely noticeable. So I'm trying to get a little bit of a bounce back in my step. Yes, Nathan, Arthur, I know Jeff was in here. Welcome to the program. Arthur, that opening song, I'll put the link up to the video on my page at the end of the show. There is a video that goes along with that was put together by Simon McGinnis. He just took video clips from various MattTv episodes, edited them together on his iPhone. So we have video that goes with that, but my good friend Joe Desmond, who is just a super talented individual. He's a triple threat. He actually wrote, sang, and produced the opening to that MattTv. So, yes, I'm hoping that the energy is back. I needed to get in here. It was like 3:15, and I'm like, man, I'm just going to go on 45 minutes early. But I set a time for 4 o'clock, so here I am. Here I am on this 24th day of January. Yes, I'll put it up. I will definitely put it up. But a little bit of a different setup here. The background behind me is the same. You probably see a brand new picture here. That is Dwayne Francis Charles Jones. That lovely young man is going to go with me. DMFK was giving me a call. Now, I don't understand with your iPhones. I went to the settings, and I turned off all my notifications, even notification for the phone. I slid my iPhone up to put the do not disturb, so I'm not expecting a phone call. But when a phone call makes its way through, I'm just wondering, what else do I have to do to my phone besides turn it off? Or I'm not going to get a phone call that's going to interrupt my broadcast. I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyway, welcome to the program. Let's hang out here for a couple of minutes. Come and go as you please. Come and go as you please. I'm here in my garage in beautiful White Rock, British Columbia. Not so beautiful today. It's overcast, and we're looking at clouds and showers and maybe some snow and rain mixed in later in the week, but definitely some rainy weather here on the south coast of British Columbia right into next week. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm not in a job anymore. Well, I'm not in a job anymore, but I'm not in a job where I'm required to pick up after other people, like clearing sidewalks and whatnot. So I don't care right now if it snows 5 feet. It don't matter. Chris Crawley, how are you? Okay, so let's get right into the program here. A few things I want to touch on tonight. Maybe you've seen this news of the Domino's delivery pizza guy who was eating the toppings off the pizza in the elevator. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, what do you do when your spouse is away, when your significant other is away? What do you do? Jen right now is in Ontario. I just got a text from Jen. She is safe and sound in Lakeview, Ontario. She's there for the next 7 days with her siblings. They're there for her father's memorial. Mr. Robert Vespasiani. That service will be coming up on Friday. So Jen is out of the house. So the question to you, what do you do? What do you do when your spouse is not in the house for any extended period of time, because they're so connected with you, and when they're out of the house, it just throws me completely out of whack. So if you have any suggestions, please feel free. My brother Jeff is in here. We're going to talk quickly in a bit about his Ageless NB contest. You have one more week. You got one more week to get involved in that. And Jeff, if you want to throw up some comments on that, feel free to do so. Also going to talk about skydiving and wingsuits. We're going to get a flag update. I just got a private message from Simon McGinnis. I'll give you an update on where the MattTv Canadian flag is. I'm going to talk about Edge Studios and some scripts, Elton John, doppelgangers, which I've talked a lot about. I'm going to end the show with a quick story of a doppelganger and the phrase, holy liftin'. Holy liftin'. Can anyone explain to me what that means? I saw it in a comment today. Someone, I think it was Joan Buckingham, put a picture up of a sidewalk somewhere in the Maritimes, and it was just a sheet of ice. And a lady left a comment, and all she said was, holy liftin'. So I'm just wondering, where does that phrase come from? Holy liftin'. I could throw out all kinds of other things that have popped into my head, but I'm going to come back and do a show tomorrow. Tomorrow is my 45th birthday, so I will definitely have a party. I think right now, the short-term plan is tomorrow, because Kaya is done school for the rest of the week. So definitely tomorrow, I'm trying to get a hold of Dave Keenan. Dave Keenan called here just a few moments ago. I had to decline a phone call from DMFK because I'm live doing a show here right now. But I'm hoping that the plan tomorrow, Kaya and I will just get on a bus and we'll go into Vancouver and hang out with Dave Keenan tomorrow for my 45th birthday. Yeah, but I'm thinking tomorrow morning, because technically I will turn 45. I'll turn 45 at 10 after 10 tomorrow morning. 10 after 10 tomorrow morning. Officially, I turn 45, and brother Mike is at 10:20. I'm 10 minutes older than Mike. So I'm thinking I'll probably come on and just do a quick show at 10:05 tomorrow. So that'll be 2:05 Atlantic time. If you want to celebrate the moments that I was brought into this world some 16,425 years ago. I wrote that number down somewhere. It's scary, some of the things you do when you have too much free time on your hands. Okay, kind of rambling along. James, how are you, my friend? I know you want to come on the show and talk about music. We will do that. I'm just slowly getting back into the groove. I think the more often that I get back in front of the camera, the better off it's going to be for me, because this is my outlet. This is something that I need to do. I've made some changes in here. I'm sitting on a couch. I'm super comfortable. I got my laptop in front of me, and we're just going to continue on. Just getting a message here. Not now, and we continue on. Okay. Let's talk right about, and does anyone know this story right now? It's been going around the news lately, over the weekend, and this is my opinion on it. Over the weekend, there is surveillance footage from inside an elevator of a Domino's delivery pizza guy is delivering pizza to the 27th floor, and in between the 1st and 27th floor, as the elevator is going up, you can clearly see this delivery individual take the pizza out, lift up the lid, and start picking toppings off the pizza, puts the lid back down, puts it back in the bag, boom, and delivers the pizza. This individual was fired. Now here's my take on it. This was discovered. There is an individual who works at this residential building, at this tower, the security guy, who is monitoring this security footage. Now, I believe what this guy should have done when he saw this video footage was get a hold of the pizza, get a hold of the client to where the pizza was going, and then get a hold of Domino's. But for some reason, this security guard took it upon himself to get in touch with CTV News. Now, there is an image, of course they blurred out his face, but there is now an image of this individual doing something that he should not have done. But I don't think, personally, I do not think this security guard, I don't think it was in his position of power to get a hold of the media and basically shame this one individual. We have no idea. We don't know the story of this individual. We know that he was going to university. He had been working at this job since July. Who knows how many other jobs he has? Who knows the stress he is under? He may have been delivering pizza in between a couple of papers and an exam. So cut this guy some slack. You know, we need to start a GoFundMe. We need to start a GoFundMe for the individual who just lost his job because this security guy who was monitoring footage had a Chuffy burger before a shift and thought that he would just completely destroy this one individual. That's my take on it. That is my take. I think that this security guy who had control of this footage, he had no business. I could be wrong. I don't know what his protocol is, but I don't think he has any business to share that private security footage in this building with a news outlet. That's just me. That is just me. I think it's wrong. But the one thing that I did like when I was I just read a few comments. And a lot of the comments were in support of this pizza delivery guy, talking about the same points that I just mentioned. We don't know this guy could have been hungry. Unbelievable. I just don't agree. I don't think that footage should have been released because now it's everywhere. If you just Google Domino's pizza delivery, that's going to be one of the first stories you read. Okay, just move right along. Someone suggested I put out there, what do you do when your significant other, when your spouse is away, when they're gone for a week? What do you do? A lot of suggestions for partying. Probably not going to do that. Might take it under consideration, but that will probably go right straight to the back burner. But thanks for the suggestions, James and Arthur. Okay, I just saw something. I'm looking at this big statement that you made, Angie, and I'll just have to get back to it. I'm just kind of in this wave right now where I have some things that I just want to talk about. But I always love the interaction back and forth, and I love when people leave comments. It lets me know that I'm on the right path. Quickly, I know my brother Jeff was in here a few minutes ago. I had Jeff on the show here a few weeks ago, and he has a contest going right now. He's been featured in the latest Ageless NB magazine that is now in chapters coast to coast. He has a contest right now, and I know it goes for the next 7 days. He's going to do this draw next Wednesday, the 31st of January, as far as I know. So all you need to do for this contest is you have to purchase this copy of Ageless NB with the article that my brother is featured in, and take a picture. Take a selfie with the picture. Take a picture with it. Let Jeff know that, yes, you do indeed have it. Send it to him. He'll put your name in a draw, and you will win free art giveaway. Okay, here we are. This is just Jeff put up here. It's free art giveaway contest. Only 7 days left. The name of the winner will be drawn January 31st. Your chance to win a free abstract canvas piece or barn board painting. So, okay, Jeff just put the info up there. So if your name is drawn, you get to pick between canvas or barn board art. So either way, you are a winner. So very cool, and it's good publicity for Ageless NB and Jeff, and I'm so proud of my brother, so proud of all my siblings and everything that they're doing. Very cool that his information, his bio, and his talent will be seen coast to coast in chapters. So very cool. Okay, saw this today, and I'm just going to put this out there before I get into the story. When you do recreational fun things by yourself or with your family, do you go into something extracurricular, knowing that the end result could possibly be fatal? That's a pretty easy choice for me. If I was going out with a group of friends and they're all looking around, you're like, hey, what are we doing? Everyone pitched in like $200 for this adventure, and on the disclaimer it says there is the likelihood that someone may die. I just step away. I'm done with that activity. But sadly, There is an incident just happened here on the weekend. I'm just going to go to it real quickly. Unfortunately, very sad, a Calgary skydiver was killed after crashing into a California home during a wingsuit competition. And I think that happened this weekend. So that's what I'm talking about. If you are going to get into an event or a hobby where it could potentially kill you, I guess that's the thrill. That's the rush of it. But I thought one of the weirdest parts about that story is when you get into the story, they did interviews, and when they're talking to witnesses, and here's the other thing. As a witness, if you know that what you are looking at is going to end up horribly, do you continue to watch it to its end, or do you look away? For instance, in this situation here, we have witnesses on the ground who are watching this guy in the wingsuit cruise into this house. Now, they say that he tried to deploy his parachute. It didn't deploy. And once your parachute doesn't deploy, it doesn't matter if you have a wingsuit on or not. It doesn't matter if you have an airbag deployed. You're hitting a house. So, for me, if I was watching an event and I knew something was going to go wrong, I'd turn away. I'm no longer a witness. I don't need that scene replaying over and over in my head. Not something I need to see. Flag update, and again, some things just came to my mind today. I wrote everything down, and that's why I'm sitting here right now, because this is what I need. This is therapy for me. Kaya was in school all day. We drove Jen and Lori to the airport this morning, so I really haven't talked all day. I've done a lot of cutesy talk with Zorro, but I haven't really talked much. That's why I'm talking so much right now. Flag update. Yes, the flag is still not here. I haven't had the flag in this province in many, many weeks. I think it's been gone since before September, maybe August. I can't remember the last time that the flag was here in my possession, but I just got a private message from Simon McGuinness. The MattTv Canadian flag is still in Conception Bay, South Newfoundland. This weekend, Simon McGuinness is going to take the flag to Signal Hill, Newfoundland, and on Monday he's going to put it in something special, a very special package, and then he's going to mail it back out here on the West Coast. So I'm hoping sometime next week, maybe early February, depends on the snail mail, but within the next 14 days, I'm hoping that the MattTv Canadian flag will be right here in this studio, and I'm thinking 407 signatures. I know I did a show here a few weeks ago asking people how many signatures they thought were on here. I could go back and check all that, but I think I'll do a show when I get the flag with the correct amount of numbers, and you can have a look at that, and we'll all play along at home. Elton John. I read a story today. I assume it's true. It was on rollingstone.com. Elton John is getting ready for his Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour. It's a farewell tour, and it's 3 years long. It's a farewell tour for 3 years. He's doing 300 dates. 300 dates. I don't know. This was an announcement that was made in New York not too long ago. I don't know how many dates will be included here in North America, but I can definitely see him coming to Vancouver, Montreal, definitely maybe Edmonton, Calgary. I don't know other big venues, but I'm pretty certain that Sir Elton John will be in Vancouver during one of those 300 dates as the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour begins for 3 years. 20 minutes after 4 here on the south coast of British Columbia, we have overcast conditions and rain right through to like next week. But that's okay, because I'm not working in the rain. I'm not even working. Just a quick question here. I know I'm throwing all kinds of stuff out at you, and you can play along at home when you're watching at your leisure. That's when most people leave comments, is when they're watching at a later date, because they can pause me and actually maybe have to rewind and listen to me again because I talk so fast. But I'm just wondering, and I was discussing this with Dave Keenan a few days ago. Have you ever left someone an epic voice message just so much description and passion and tone and inflection. You're so proud of this message that you left, that you're excited for your friend to call you back later on because you want them to listen to the message. But they call you back within 30 seconds, not knowing that you left this epic message, and they want you to, like, so what do you want? And you're like, well, just let's hang up and listen to your voice message, and then that'll explain it. You know what I mean? You leave that epic voice message, and it's not appreciated. It's just not appreciated. See, so those are some of the things that float around in this brain. And I write it down. I write stuff like that down, and then I come on here and discuss it. I don't know. What else was I going to talk about? The other day, I was going through the city. I was on my way to Dave Keenan's, and a guy walked by me. Sometimes individuals will go by, and you can smell their perfume and their cologne and other odors that are emitting from their body. But I had a guy walk by me the other day, and he smelled, I can't even kid you about this, the guy smelled like fresh pencil shavings. Fresh! He smelled like fresh pencil shavings. Say that 5 times really fast. Fresh pencil shavings. Fresh pencil shavings. I put up a thing here not too long ago from my SoundCloud account. I have a bunch of original stuff that I've written and produced and put sound effects to. If anyone wants to hear any of the stories, any extracurricular stuff that I have done, let me know, and I'll send you a link to my SoundCloud account, and you can just have a look at some of the stuff that's on there, if you so choose. If you so choose. I just put up here not too long ago the phrase "holy liftin'." Holy liftin'. Just curious. When was the last time you used the phrase "holy liftin'"? And where did it come from? Where did it come from? Yeah, I'm assuming you're laughing about the guy that smells like pencil shavings. That was weird. Just going to do one more thing. 22 minutes after 4. I can try and stretch this out for 8 more minutes. I just want to quickly talk about work, and I'm not going to get into it too much, but I'm super stoked at the next step that I'm about to take. I'm just super stoked, so don't worry about me. I'm actually going to, this is like the beginning of my 3rd week of not working, and trust me, cabin fever has set in early. I have to be busy. I have more energy than there is hours in a day. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. I'm not worried about my own career. Everything's going to happen exactly the way that I manifest it. I've definitely had a few stumbles out of the new year, but that's life. That's life. Everyone is faced with adversity. I'm no different than anyone else. So it's how you handle it. It's how you handle it. It's who you surround yourself with. I can tell you right now, the one thing that will get you through tough times is having a partner. Is having a partner that is going to, shoulder all the crying, and just be there for hugs and just be there for support, which is why I'm so madly in love with Jennifer Vespaziani. You have no idea. She's just amazing, and I miss her. She's only been gone for less than 12 hours. And she'll be back next Wednesday. So always very lonely. You know, when a member of your house is away for any significant period of time, there's that void in the house. You know, there's not that presence, obviously. There's not that vibe. That little piece of energy has been removed from the house. So you go and you continue on as best you can. It's not a big deal. She's in Ontario. She'll be back next Wednesday. Just a good time for Moon and I to do some bonding. And we're going to start that tomorrow when we head into Vancouver and celebrate my 45th birthday. Have to have some ice cream cake somewhere. Got to track down some Dairy Queen somewhere. Brother Jeff, if you are still in here, just give me a thumb. I'm just going to share one last story, and then I'm going to go. A couple of good stories. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. I saw a preview tonight. Okay, Jeff, you're still in here. You're going to enjoy this last little bit. Very interesting 6-part TV series starting tonight. I think it's on ABC. It's called Waco, David Koresh. That's going to be interesting. I'll definitely be checking that out. I think it starts tonight on ABC. Waco is the name of the program, and I believe it's a 6-part series on television. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Anyone No one's got anything for me about holy lifting. Holy lifting. Does anyone know where that? Back again. I'm back. There was just that's my second phone call. So again, can someone explain to me? I have on all my notifications on my iPhone, because that's how I'm broadcasting right now. All the notifications on my iPhone are off. I don't want a phone call. I've put my do not disturb swipe up on my phone, yet I've received 2 phone calls during this live broadcast. So can someone tell me, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm not stepping on my phone hard enough. No, I'm kidding. Oh, is that what you're sending me? Okay. Holy lifting. Angie, you're so on the ball. These mittens cost $20. I don't know. Holy lifting, Lord. Okay, cool. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Is that what you sent me the first time? That must have been that link that you sent me the first time. Okay. I like to set things up. I like to not play jokes on people, but I like to give people Matt facts so that they have to try and decipher truth from fiction. So what I'm about to tell you, there is truth to it, but I'll leave it up to you to decipher fact from fiction. Okay, yes, we'll definitely FaceTime after this broadcast here, Jeff. Just a quick story, and you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention or you're not going to get it. Haven't heard that in years. No, me neither. Holy lifting. And that was about the ice. The sidewalks are really bad. And my question was, I left a comment when I saw this sheet of ice that was supposed to be a sidewalk. My question was, ice melt and sand? Or are they saving their money from that budget for lawsuits? Like, this sidewalk brought to you by Bauer. Oh, okay. Okay, last story. This sidewalk brought to you by Bauer. That's a good one, too. Pam, how are you? Next time you see Heavy D, give him a hug for me, would you please? Thank you. Sorry about the pointing. It's a new thing. This pointing thing is new. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap up the show here real quick. Quick story. I was going into the city. I was going into the city on the weekend to meet up with Dave Keenan on the 351. It was a full bus, and some of the last people that got on, all the seats were full. And this individual sat down beside me, and we made eye contact, and I looked at them and said, "You're my friend's doppelganger. You're my friend's doppelganger." And she said, "Really? What's her name?" And I said, "His name is Peter." And that's the last thing I remember. 4:29. That's going to do it for me. My name is Matthew. I will be back tomorrow morning. Pacific time at 10:05. Join me if you can. It's going to be a quick live broadcast. I thought it would be cool if we could all hang out during the moment when I turn 45, which will be 10 after 10 tomorrow morning Pacific time. If you're in the Woodstock area, it'll be coming on about 5 minutes after 2. You can watch it if you want. It's going to be live. If you're not there, I'll just post it, and you can watch it whenever you want. Thanks for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. I really, really needed that. I'm going to go in and watch some Brooklyn 999, or Brooklyn 99. I think it's Brooklyn 99. Good stuff. Don't forget Waco on ABC tonight. It's a 6-part TV show. Should be quite interesting. Arthur, thanks for hanging out. Have a great 24th of January evening, 2018, wherever you are. My name is Matthew. This is MattTv now and always from sea to sea.